Hello and welcome to this new episode of EV Journey. I am Marcus and today is very exciting because we actually have seen a video on Twitter and across social media, only a 4-second video of an ID.3 actually with working software. Well, what do I mean? This is the first time we have seen the ID.3 being driven on public roads where we've been able to see the tablet software and the dash working with the speedometer and things. So we know it's been driven on public roads before. We know some people have been able to test drive it on a track. So obviously most of the software is working. If the car goes and it goes forwards, it goes backwards, it can be driven on public roads, but we've never actually seen the tablet working or the speedometer working. We've seen promotional videos from Volkswagen where they've shown us clips of the tablet, but obviously these can be highly edited using any video editor, etc. And I'm sure they've got the skills to do that. So this is the first time on this 4-second video we actually see some tablet software, the car being driven along public roads, etc. So you know, part of it must be ready. But then let's draw a caveat here, because we know about the software HAL and all the problems with software HAL. We don't know how much this will delay the car, if it will delay the car, if it's just it's complicated software, but it's ready. So one caveat here, if you look at this 4-second video, I know it's only 4 seconds, obviously the speedometer and things are working, you can see that in the video, but look at the center tablet. It just has a picture of a car. Seems to be a strange user interface. Now obviously you can probably select what screen you want on the center console, but just looking at the image of the car, it seems to have little information, or if the information is there, it is small. I'd expect, you know, to see, for example, a radio station or even GPS navigation. So it may just be one screen of the tablet software and the rest of the tablet software is not working or is not working properly. So that's just a caveat here. I say it's with working software. We don't know how well it's working. We know the car must be safe for it to be driven on public roads. You know, it may break down, so the main architecture must be good, but we don't actually know how the user interface is for the person. So you will say, Max, but the Golf 8 is coming out soon. Yes, apparently the Golf 8 was meant to be delivered in February and you can now order it. I don't know when delivery dates are though. So that uses the same center tablet as the ID.3. Now that's correct. So you'll presume that if the ID.3 software will just use the Golf software for the center tablet. Not necessarily, because the ID.3 is going to be based on a completely new platform for Volkswagen called the Volkswagen operating system. So currently Volkswagen have 8 different architectures of operating system, one for Volkswagen, one for Audi, one for Porsche, etc. So what they're doing with the ID.3, it's going to be the first car to use the new Volkswagen operating system, and they're going to use this new Volkswagen operating system across the whole of their brands. So it could be that the Golf 8, even though it's got the same hardware, the same tablet, is actually running on the old operating system with completely different software to the ID.3. It could also be that even though the ID.3 has a completely different architecture, they can reuse the software from the Golf onto the ID.3. We just don't know. But for example, if you have a PC computer, you can install Windows on it or Linux on it. Completely different software and completely different operating systems, but on the same hardware. So that's what we could be looking at here, or not. So perhaps they still do have software problems. But my guess is that they said they would get the ID.3 into some employees' hands. Seems to me this may be an employee of Volkswagen. She's doing an early test drive. She's being a guinea pig to look at software issues, other issues with the car, and report them back to Volkswagen, which seems completely normal to me before the summer release. So it seems to me that some employees are getting this into their hands, the ID.3, probably with some issues, probably not too big issues, but with some minor issues that they're trying to resolve. Seems the perfect timeline. These employees will report back on their opinions on any problems they find. They will be smoothed out for when it goes into the customer's hands in the summer. So hopefully everything is still on track. Obviously, there's lots of talk about software HAL with the ID.3, which I may talk about in other episodes, but let's be positive today. We've seen the ID.3 working with actual software. This seems to be a leak, or it shouldn't have been shown on the internet, or it's Volkswagen with the social media playing a nice trick on us. But anyway, this seems positive. Let's keep it positive. So if you want to join me on the EV journey of me buying an ID.3 in Portugal, please click subscribe below. Give me your opinions about the software and software HAL, and what you think of this very short video that has been released on social media about the ID.3 actually showing working software. Thank you.